Hello, old souls, fellow empaths, seekers, seers, and psychonauts alike. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to utilize the scrolls today to see what shapes and symbols stand out and speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on Tarot and Oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. So when you're ready, let's go. You know the drill. Please see, sense, and feel for yourself first. Feel well to drop an emoji, comment below what you see, all that kind of good stuff. Old souls, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of old souls. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. To the reveal. Again, please feel well to share. I think
Don't go there.
From the daily dose I did, something about clocks is really coming through. Clockwork. And yeah, there was another one that came through about like this vent or filter. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna dig in, tune in here. Also gateway stuff too. Where am I going here? What? Somebody's handing me something. They're handing me something.
Leave here.
To be honest with you, it's like by handing me something and then I can leave and I can now go because have I gone through? Maybe it's like the Cancer season, if I may, the Cancerian Caesar time. Caesar, how did that come through? Something about the wordage, Cancerian season, Caesar. What, where, why, what? Yeah. Armor. Okay, armor. There is a season.
Remorse.
It's a tu brute, very classic, but it's exactly what I'm hearing. So I'm not going to try and stifle it. A tu brute, some Caesar time. Maybe there's something in that when in Rome kind of feel, or about Rome. Some season has come to a close. This doesn't feel. Somebody's asking for remorse. This is what, maybe it's a forgiveness coin. Also forgiveness of myself or my higher self to my human self. The soul is the coin or the symbolic something in between. It also could be, what is that? Like a token for AA or a token of my appreciation. If somebody wants to turn back time, whether this is you or if somebody else,
Nathan.
Or of course I'm in the Old Soul Collective, so this could be very much so the way old souls, you could be your empath, psychonauts, exploring different points in your timeline or noticing common points, common charged points where the energy at those points moved counterclockwise. Yeah, I feel like okay, I'm going to go there. I'm going to say history, and while there is a shared history in each location, the shared history that is written is, I'm seeing like somebody scratch a scratch ticket and, most of them are like, oh, $1 or, gagnant, not a winner. And when you go though, and you go past the surface of scratching, I don't know if this is so much about research. Now, some of you old souls might visit places astrally or physically, people, places, or things, of course. And you go to these places to understand the charge, no matter which direction it's in. Thank you. Sorry, I'm going to wander around again because these gateways are protected, because I'm seeing these crabs like this scroll looks like, and they're kind of running all over the place. There's also a certain, what is that, hermit crab? I don't know anything about crabs, but okay. Showing me crabs, and then they can hide and burrow, and they come out at certain times when the portal of these points is like reigniting, like I don't want to say history repeating itself, but it's like the ability to repeat something, or collectively, maybe that's what you're sensing. And you go like going in on a different level or a different way to see how that you've already learned the lesson. So where you can apply, help, serve, support, so that you don't wander into the repeat, but you understand what's being repeated beyond surface level. Because when I wander to the surface level, I'm seeing a book, but each, like this map, and every book is different on like each of the continents with the same subject title, but everything that's written is different. Okay,
Sailor.
sorry. It's like sailing around the continents. Because there's always like coming to like the Truman Show, it's not a glass ceiling, but maybe like the barricade of clouds, or like whatever at the end when he, his ship sails and he punctures the clouds and realizes like there's always this whole other world that's there. That's something about observing, old soul. And yeah, to go through that journey, to go through even like the Truman Show of that, and however you might relate to that. Because wasn't he afraid of the water or something because of an accident with his dad, but that memory was like played out, and for him to attach to it. Okay, so maybe in your own timelines, you're very aware of these different things as they come up, these points, these that have been like hermetizing somewhere. I hope this is making sense somewhere. I really don't know.
Touch.
The meat suit, and as above, so below. And if these mean anything to you, please follow that first. I need one more. Thank you. This is like that observation meeting, like the Truman Show backdrop, the backdrop of history. And really, any sadness that one might feel in regards to the Truman Show, what a very specific and powerful motion to have that opportunity. Like everyone was in on it, I'll say, right? In on it. But for that one person, the you of it, or if you feel you're part of the observation, or okay, so it's switching on me really quickly. It's almost like in different points, I can see his being an observation. I can see one of the people in on it, whether they know it or not, just going to work, but it's all surrounding this one person.
Give it back.
What an immense opportunity for Truman to go through. But what a gift. Like, it's almost like all the conditions, but it's like that's happening on a mass level. And when I said play, and I can't remember where or why that context came in, but then I was also like seeing the play, not movies, but that's modernized version of it, play of how they used to communicate back in the day of what was going on. And that's how the collective, the people, society got information sometimes, was through the plays, even though they might have been in an air of mockery or enhanced, exaggerated Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm at. Hopefully this is making, I'm going to have to come back and listen and watch this. Yeah, it's very busy. It's very busy with like there's so much going on. And again, I want to come back to being handed something. Here's a token. Happy in my meat suit, happy in my mindset. Black effing magique. Don't worry, that's unto myself. See, it all revolves around this one. I want to say you. Okay, I'm going to say you.
Monster.
Is that the this? And again, I'm not going to poo-poo on black, red, white, gold, magic, one or the other, because in the polymath here's the interesting thing is that, okay, so as I said that, but I'm going to just acknowledge it. We have the black magic, we have the white magic, we have the red magic, we have gold magic, and here I have source magic. It's like being the center of the universe. And I know it's like it's not a new concept, but I'm in it. And when I'm seeing all of these people move, like I'm watching the Truman Show, but I'm watching myself be Truman. And yet I'm also the observer. And I'm also his best friend and his wife and all these different characters. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Okay. If I didn't say so already, old souls, I will put the link below to the extended, or if 33. You are a second tier 33, that number might mean something to you. Master of your own universe. Okay, the Jinx. See, this is that, it's -8. It's a counterclockwise something. Do you know what's funny? Is that suddenly I just realized this token that I am receiving, and then like ice cube scoops, I'm giving it to something else. Do you know what's going on? And I know I wandered in here. It's like playing the game Operation. You know, when you would like, oh, talk about anxiety, or like the game Perfection, the anxiety of the game Perfection in Operation, something about the noise and the zzz and the jumping of all the pieces. Get it in this amount of time or else. And I know I wandered in there. So I feel like there might be some, and I'm not judging the
recently
colorations of the different magics and more. There's more, but I feel like these are like some of the key ones, maybe perhaps, that are like slapping me in the face here. There's black, red, white, gold. And so maybe you're noticing some are taking that token. Do you know what it's like now, the way I'm seeing it? Oy vey, I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Back in the day, I know I say that a lot and I apologize, but I have no real concept of time, even at best, when I'm not in the liminal space. When people used to go and vote, I don't know if this is like a ritualistic thing or a, secret society, but respect, we're a sincere sacred secret society, or a voting thing, and they would put a black stone or a white stone in something to make their vote, and then they would measure, right? And I think there's something along this lines of like through the game Operation and Perfection, trying to oh my God, I am trying to resurrect something with these votes. Now, I don't know if it's voting in the way that we would here and now, like apply voting. It's a matter of like investing what I receive from
Curse.
source. Yeah, it feels it's their higher self that is just source, right? But there is a spectrum of it. And this is a certain kind of experience that they're willing to have. So they give it to something. They give it to something that they think is armor that will help protect. Like, and then these crabs will all come around. But it draws something else in. It draws something else in that's being, I could, even without being conspiratorial. I feel like I say that a lot too. It's almost like I'm
Father.
See, I feel like old souls are mindful of words so they don't undo things by words and by actions. Here's a weird thing. It's like being told and sold that lobster is an expensive thing, and I'm sure it is. I don't eat it, so I don't know. But it's like a bottom feeder. I'm not saying lobster's not easy to get and that people need to be paid accordingly, or there's costs associated that makes it more expensive because they land on the bottom. So that's not what I'm talking about, though I stuff understand that. But if I could bring to the surface a contemplation in our safe space to have the curious conversations, that it's like being something about bottom feeders, maybe in like a political kind of stance, or maybe a paradigm of sorts. And here's the thing, and what I would say, I'm so sorry, bottom feeders, I might immediately associate it with, say, the common man compared to the powers that be. But it's not. It's like somebody has taken different energies that have been feeding on the bottom, which is great. I'm not poo-pooing that, but they have plopped them on top and said, this is the best of the best. And it's like, what? And it's actually the common collective that is like, no. We see
maybe
the end. We see the wall of clouds, the fake sky. Not to say that fake is bad. It's all being put on for us. It's being put on because you are the center of the universe, to become a master of your universe. And I so apologize if I am not doing this message any sort of justice as I'm like shooting off to a million places. But I do feel like you can put the pieces together perfectly for you without the anxiety of it going pop, or the operation to pull pieces, put them in or take them out of your energy, so that you are happy in your meat suit, in your mindset. There's an invisible string attached to something. Old souls, please know that I don't feel like that is attached to you. That's almost the bliss. There's no strings attached. There's no catch. There's no buyout or bribe. Because you're working with this energy, which is in all of these other energies. You've shattered your own jinx. Yeah. but something's being risen. Do you know what I feel like? I want to say something like AI, but I don't want to get all about AI. But it kind of has that air about it. You know what I mean? It's so unfamiliar or alien to
Jason.
us that, like, Jason is so funny. It's like Freddy Krueger and Jason movies. I don't even know what that means, how I'm going to apply that in there. Sorry, so I have here the Ace of Cups, the Star, and the King of Wands. Somebody's trying to hold on to power while birthing something else. So when I say someone, I'm not picking a person. I'm not pointing a finger. I feel as though you can observe from that observational space. It's like, again, seeing the Truman Show, the common collective,
Buy
how
me a
each of
coffee.
them somewhere are aware of their part in it. They are not ignorant to it. They may not. It's like over time, if they've been in the Truman Show for 40 years, they can forget. They're like, oh, I just work at the newspaper here in this town. And at first they know why they're there, what they're a part of. And then over time they forget. And I don't know. Okay, I'm going to carry on to the extended. I'm going to flip these scrolls and see where they go, and I'm going to continue on adding cards. If you would like to join me and us for any and all of the extendeds, the link is below to join the second tier, Secret Society. I am working on trying to get Vimeo set up for those that don't prefer the YouTube memberships, but bear with me. So I will see you on the other side. Until then, till next time, bye, old souls.